gaseous state. In previous video we saw gaseous law, laws, Boyle law, Charles law, Gay-Lussac law, Dalton's law, Gregor's law and ideal gas equation. In this video we are going to see the problems based on these laws and ideal gas equation. You have to memorize this formula. Already we learned in previous video. That formula you have to memorize, then only we can solve the problem. We are going to now see some problems given in your book. Before the problem, we have to know about the gas constant value or constant value. First of all, ideal gas equation, PV equal to nRT. What is P means pressure, V means value and N means number of moles, R means gas constant, T means temperature. So from that equation we get the R value is equal to PV by NT. Now the P value is, P is 1 atmosphere, volume is 22.4 decimeter cube and number of moles 1 and the temperature is 273.15 Kelvin. Substitute these value, we get the R value 0.0821 decimeter cube, atmosphere, mole minus 1 and Kelvin minus 1. Sometimes the pressure value is 1 bar and volume is 1 bar means 10 power 5 Pascal and V is equal to 22.71 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Number of moles value 1 mole and temperature is 273.15 Kelvin. These are all called as standard condition, that is STP condition. That condition we are going to apply in this equation. We get R value as 8.314 Pascal meter cube, Kelvin minus 1, mole minus 1. We already given that 10 power 5 Pascal is equal to 1 bar. So 1 Pascal is equal to 10 power minus 5 bar. You have to apply this value in 1 Pascal. We get the value 10 power minus 5 bar. And another one, 10 power 1 meter cube. 1 meter cube is equal to 10 power 3 decimeter cube. You apply this value 10 power 3 in this equation. 10 power minus 5 plus 3, we get 10 power minus 2. So 8.314 into 10 power minus 2 bar decimeter cube. The meter cube now changes as a decimeter cube and Kelvin minus 1, mole minus 1. Then 1 decimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. The decimeter cube alone we are going to change this here liter here. And afterward the 10 power minus 2 bar into liter. 10 power minus 2 bar into liter is equal to, the value is 1 joule. Now this value alone changed as joule. So we get the R value now 8.314 joule, Kelvin minus 1, mole minus 1. The sum given in our book, page number 161. See the data. Pressure value 1 atmosphere, volume is 1 decimeter cube, temperature 298 Kelvin. Here P2 value 2 atmosphere, V2 value is not given and temperature is 298 Kelvin. And P3 value here not given, but V3 value given as 0.25 decimeter cube. Temperature is the same temperature alone they are giving. So here temperature is constant, but the P value and V value only varying means that law is based on the Boyle law. So based on Boyle law at constant temperature, what is the equation is means P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 is equal to P3 V3. Now we are going to take these two alone. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Here we don't know the V2 value. So V2 value we are getting by cross multiplying all the value and then calculating, we get 0.5 decimeter cube for V2 value. Now we are going to find out the P3 value. P3 value, combine the P1 V1 and P3 and V3 value, we get the equation like this. And from that we are cross multiplying the values, we get the P3 value as 4 atmosphere. Then evaluate one. The 4 line are given as a story, so leave it that one. First here consider 1.5 decimeter cube sample of gases freon at pressure 0.3 atmosphere. If the pressure is changed to 1.2 atmosphere at constant temperature, what will be the volume of gas? It is increased or decreased, we have to find it. So what are the data are given here means volume of freon is V1 1.5 decimeter cube and pressure of freon is P1 is equal to 0.3 atmosphere. If you increase the pressure or increase the pressure, P2 is equal to 1.2 atmosphere means what is the value is they are asked. The temperature they said that it is a constant value. So temperature constant means we have to apply the Boyle law. Boyle law equation P1 is equal to P2 V2. We don't know the V2 value, so we applying the other values, we get the V2 value. Here the value already they given us 1.5 decimeter cube. Now we get 0.375 decimeter cube. The volume is decreased now. So the volume of freon is decreased from 1.5 decimeter cube to 0.375 decimeter cube. Then we say evaluate to. In this evaluation, the certain automobile engine, the volume of air in the cylinder is 0.375 decimeter cube and the pressure of the air is 1.05 atmosphere. When the gas is compressed to the volume 0.125 decimeter cube at the same temperature, what is the pressure is they asked. Here also same temperature means the temperature is constant, but V value and P value alone going to be changed means what law here we are going to apply? Boyle law. According to the Boyle law, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 and P2 value we are getting from substituting other value as a 3.15 atmosphere. It is a book example, page number 164. See the data. All the diagram, the pressure volume is 1 atmosphere and 1 atmosphere. So here the pressure is constant. The volume and temperature alone going to changeable. So changeable means it is according to the Charles law. In Charles law, which one is constant means pressure is constant and volume is directly proportional to temperature. So based on this Charles law, we get the equation V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2 is equal to V3 by T3. In this one V1 T1 value we know well and V2 value don't know and T2 value we know. So that we taking this one alone, the V2 value by cross multiplying these data and then striking out this data we get V2 value as 0.45 decimeter cube. Afterward in this third one T3 value we don't know, so that we are going to take V1 by T1 is equal to V3 by T3. So T3 value we are getting by cross multiplying the data. After crossing that we get the answer T3 is equal to 100 Kelvin. Then evaluate 3. Here the sample of gas, the volume of gas is 3.8 decimeter cube at unknown temperature. So volume of gas we know very well, V1 is equal to 38 decimeter cube, but unknown temperature means the T1 value we don't know, so put question mark here. When the sample is submerged in ice water at 0 degree Celsius, 0 degree Celsius means we have to convert in Kelvin. So 0 degree Celsius 273 Kelvin and the volume gets reduced means 2.27 decimeter cube. Now V2 value is 2.27 decimeter cube. This here also the volume temperature data alone we are getting. So we have to assume that the data, the relationship between volume temperature relationship we are getting from Charles law. So according to the Charles law, the formula is V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2 and T1 value we are getting from cross multiplying this, substituting the value and then cross multiplying we get the value as T1 is equal to 457 Kelvin. In this problem, a sample of gas 15 degrees Celsius at 1 atmosphere, the temperature T1 is 15 degrees Celsius and pressure is 1 atmosphere, has a volume of 2.58 decimeter cube, that is V1 is equal to 2.58. When the temperature is raised to 38 degrees Celsius, the 38 degrees Celsius is now T2 value and pressure the same pressure only they are giving. The volume of gas, whether it is increased or we have to find out. If so, calculate the final value they are asking. So from the data, from the given data, the pressure is constant. So pressure constant and then temperature and volume varying is, that is the Charles law. According to the Charles law, we get the equation like this: V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. Now we know the V2 value by applying the other terms and then cross multiplying. We get the answer V2 is equal to 2.78 decimeter cube. So 2.78 decimeter cube means it is the initial value 2.58. Now we get 2.78. So it is increased from 2.58 to 2.78. Then 47 question. A sample of gas has a volume of 8.5 decimeter cube at unknown temperature. So this one is a V1 value and T1 value we don't know means T1 is equal to 2 question mark. When the sample is submerged in ice water, 0 degree Celsius means T2 value. Then 0 degree Celsius convert into Kelvin means 273 Kelvin we are getting here. And volume is given as 6.37 decimeter cube. So V2 value now is 6.37 decimeter cube, and they are asking what is the initial temperature. We have to find out this T1 value, what is that. So here also the volume temperature relationship only given. So volume temperature relationship we are getting from Charles law. According to Charles law, the formula is V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. Then we have to find out the T1 value by substituting the other value, and then we get the value as T1 is equal to 364.28 Kelvin. Then evaluate for here an athlete in a kinology research study has his lung value. The lung's volume is 7.05 decimeter cube during his inhalation, and the volume of lungs contains 0.312 mole. That is, the volume of lungs is given as 7.05 decimeter cube, and also the volume number of moles of air in this lung is given as 0.312 mole. Then during exhalation, the volume of lung decreases. That is, the volume of lung is now decreases as 2.35 decimeter cube. Now, what is the question here is, what is the number of moles inside that lung when the lung decreases? Now, here they are given as the pressure and temperature remains constant. So, pressure and temperature remains constant, and value number of moles change remains. That is, according to the Avogadro's hypothesis, we are going to apply here. So, V1 is the initial volume of that lungs, 7.05 decimeter cube, and number of moles 0.312 is the initial number of moles, and exhalation, the volume of lungs is 2.35 decimeter cube. We have to find out the number of moles during the exhalation by applying this Avogadro hypothesis. We get the N2 value 0.14 mole. But the question is, how many number of moles are exhaled? So that we have to subtract the initial number of moles 0.312 moles to, we get the now N2 value 0.14, we get 0.208 moles. The number of moles of air exhaled now is 0.208 moles. And in this question, two samples of nitrogen gas. The A sample contains 1.5 moles of nitrogen in a vessel. The volume of gas is 37.6 decimeter cube at 298 Kelvin, and the sample of B in the vessel of value 16.5 decimeter cube at 298 Kelvin. Calculate the number of moles in sample B. In the both the one we have only the nitrogen gas. The number of moles of nitrogen gas in A 1.5 moles, but in B we don't know the number of moles, so put question mark here. The volume of nitrogen gas is in the first A sample 37.6 decimeter cube, but B sample 16.5 decimeter cube, and temperature is constant here. So according to the Avogadro hypothesis, the relationship between volume and number of moles is V by A by NA is equal to VB by NB. So applying this, substituting the whatever value we are having, that is substituting that, we get the Na value 0.66 mole. Then evaluate, find a small bubble rises from the bottom of lake where the temperature is pressure or temperature is 8 degrees Celsius and pressure is 6.4 atmosphere to the water surface, where the temperature 25 degrees Celsius and the pressure is 1 atmosphere. Calculate the final volume of the bubble, and initial volume is 2.1 ml. In this problem, they given temperature, pressure, volume, everything, so that it is a combined gas law. From the combined gas law, what is the formula is P1 V1 divided by T1 is equal to P2 V2 divided by T2. What is P1 V1 T1 means initial pressure, initial volume, and initial temperature, and then P2 V2 T2 means final pressure, final volume, and final temperature. Where here we have to find out the V2 value. All the other value they given. Temperature is given in degrees Celsius. We have to change this degree Celsius as a Kelvin by adding 273 Kelvin with the Celsius value. We get the Kelvin value. That's our first. And then afterwards substituting the other value, we get the V2 value, get 14.25 ml. Then 51 question, a small bubble rises from the bottom of the lake where the temperature and pressure are 6 degrees Celsius and 4 atmosphere to the water surface, where the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and pressure is 1 atmosphere. Calculate the final volume of the bubble if its volume is 1.5 ml. It is also the same for as given in the previous problem. they given all the value for the initial temperature 60 degrees Celsius. We have to change this here Kelvin by adding 273 Kelvin, and initial pressure is 4 atmosphere and initial volume is 1.5 ml, and final temperature 25 degrees Celsius means adding 273 Kelvin we get 298 Kelvin, and P2 final pressure is 1 atmosphere, but we have to find out the final value by applying the combined gas law formula. P1 V1 divided by T1 is equal to P2 V2 divided by T2. We get the V2 by applying the other value as 6.41 m.